Hello and welcome back to another video for Final Fantasy XIV with me, Meoni, looking at more patch 5.55 goodness. Today we're looking at a brand new item in 5.55, and that is a new emote. Now this emote in particular is called Goodwill Seeking. You can actually get this, the Ballroom Etiquette Goodwill Seeking, from your Zadnor lockboxes. Surprise, surprise. And this one is a little bit more on the harder to acquire sort of range in terms of drop, but your mileage may vary. Your RNG will definitely vary, and my RNG is absolutely abysmal. So this is actually the /Wring hands emote that you saw on probably the special sites when it was promoted, and this one goes for, I don't know, a couple 100k at the moment, probably flatlined since that I last looked at the market board on my server. There's very little point in me reading out a number because that will fluctuate as the week goes by, as more people do the content. So just to read, it says, an illustrated manual on how to bring oneself into the good graces of others. There we go. So let's learn that. Bish bash bosh. And we'll go into our emote list. And this, I believe, is this a general emote? No, it's showing up some of the ones that I've had for a long time as new emotes. Is really annoying. There you go, Wring hands. So it is a special, so it's persistent then. Interesting. Let's plop this fella on our bars. What should we replace? Let's replace the Embrace emote for a second. There we go. I do have shortcuts of ones I use quite regularly. What we should also do is change the character's level, the camera's level to the character. If you didn't know, by the way, some people say, Meoni, how are you so zoomed out? Because sometimes I play like this. It's because the third-person camera angle is set to like 90, so I can see the entirety of a fight. But if you want to look at your character, you need to set that to 0, and then you have a nice close-up. And there you go. You can take that one. That's free, if you didn't know about that. So this is what the Wring hand emote looks like. Oh wow, that's actually quite cute. I like how she closes her eyes, she looks happy, she sort of bows, like trying to get in people's good graces, clasping her hands together. That's a really well done emote, actually. I'm very impressed with that. Very impressed indeed. Let's do some soft pans of this then, since I've got my controller plugged in. There we go. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I really like this one. This is a really nice emote, and every time they make an emote into a persistent emote on the special tab, my heart sort of flutters a little bit. I really do like my persistent emotes, mostly because when I'm making videos and I want to have, a cycle of something, it's so much easier to have footage that loops itself rather than you having to interject. Otherwise, you have to try and combine emotes together to make the same effect, if that makes sense. Probably not. But when you're making machinimation, which I used to do quite a bit on this channel, which I will do again in the future, by the way. I'm coming back to my creative ways slowly. Then persistent emotes are amazing. Ask any of your favorite content creators, especially like Denmo, for example. Persistent emotes are incredibly valuable to us. So, and G-poses as well. A lot of the G-pose community love persistent emotes because it's just easier to loop something like this rather than having a reset point halfway through. Nice close-up then. I think this is really nice. Obviously, it's going to look the same in male and female, so there's not really much point in me trying to get this emote on my alternate characters today, unlike when I looked at the hairstyle previously. The hands don't seem to clip. They're quite nicely modeled. I love the way that they're animated, actually. Let's bring up the mouse cursor. I love the way that that's bending. Oh, of course, I thought we were in G-pose then. That's why I ran forward. There you go. Let's G-pose this properly then. Let's zoom into those hands. That animation is really nice, isn't it? Really nice. Even with the fact that I've got Claws of the Beast on, which, normally clip through everything. It does make you realize how pointy the default hands actually are. Look at that for a for a bend in a finger. that's my thumb. I think it'll take more than anti-aliasing to fix that thumb, but there we go. Very nice indeed. I'm really, really impressed with this particular emote. And yeah, I would definitely put this on the top of your list if you have the gil to get it. If not, then wait a little bit and it'll become a lot cheaper. Or try a hand at Zadnor. The content itself in 5.55 for the weapon is incredibly easy and very rewarding, in my personal opinion. They've made it much more accessible this time around. You've just got to get in there, and then it's pretty much a downhill struggle, honestly, for the most part. But there we go, in my opinion. Anyway, let me know if you've got this one yet, if you plan to get this one, or if you don't like it. Let me know below. I'm interested in your comments and ideas of where you would use this and how this is going to affect your gameplay. I know there's a lot of role players who would give their left leg to have access to this. So especially if you run like a restaurant, this is the sort of thing you'd see at the side of your table. Can I help you with anything, sir? And like she's bending down, clutching her hands, smiling. Perfect. Everything that you want from an emote like this. More stuff like this, please, Square Enix, because this is great. Anyway, much love, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you all next time.